The Klein 26001 are the best electrician scissors you can buy, and let's look at its features. One of the reasons I think these are the greatest is because of the handles themselves. So this is a dipped plastic handle, and it's relatively pretty good, and it feels really good in your hands while not increasing the size of the scissors too much. So there's three gripping styles per se that Klein advertises. So there's one like this. There's another like this, which I actually really like. And then finally, there's this one. The reason I like this one the most is because I feel like I can get it open the level I need to get it in order to cut the wire with the wire cutting notch, which we'll get into. So there's a deburring notch right here for deburring pipe. And there's two wire strippers right here for 23 and 19 AWG solid wire. I haven't actually used these. I'm sure they're great, but I haven't used these. What I can say about the additional tools is on either side you'll see these serrations, and these are for cleaning wire, and these have like almost no bite or anything to them. They might as well just be smooth, to be honest. Besides having a nice textured look, they do nothing. They're not sharp in any way, they're not good. I don't think you're going to be able to clean wire very well with these. Another thing I really like about these is the flathead here allows you to adjust the tension of the scissors, so you can, if they're starting to loosen up, you can tighten them back up, which is a great feature. Here's bananas for size. Please subscribe. Another great feature of these scissors is there's one of the blades has really nice serrations on here. So if you're cutting with the tip, nothing will slip out. Okay, so let's test the cutting ability real quickly here. So here is some survival paracord, and it's cutting it no problem. Like you can see here, it didn't cut it there. Okay, yeah, it cuts it at the tip real nice, and then it's a little bit harder to cut it, this paracord, with this, but I don't think you're going to be cutting paracord with electrician scissors. Standard paper is actually really nice. Okay, let's do a small little tiny zip tie, and right even in the tip, right, let's look at it close. Yeah, right even at the tip, it's cutting this no problem. And then of course at the very end it will cut it. Let's do a bigger zip tie, and doing not too bad. Let's see at the tip. Oh yeah. And then let's do some cardboard here. Now I know this isn't made for cardboard, but it cuts cardboard just fine. Yeah, that's nice. All right, and finally, cutting tests wise on things that you probably will never use these scissors for. Here's some nice thick duvetine, which is kind of like a denim material. And oh, this actually cuts really nice. I think this cuts better than my sewing scissors. Yeah, it cuts real nice. Now let's talk about one of the standout features that this scissor has that the other Klein scissors don't have, and that's this cable cutting notch. And that allows you to get some really nice purchase on these cables and really cut into them. Now this says it cuts up to 14 AWG solid or stranded wire. So we're going to start with something easy here. So we have regular phone cord, and this is of course going to cut it no problem. Regular household lamp cord, and if you're cutting it right at the tip, you have to choke up and use one of these alternate hand grips that Klein recommends, but you can do it at the tip. But right in that wire groove, you can see here how it works. Cuts it real nice. Oh, of my painting. Here is 14 gauge solid copper here. And I'm not even going to bother cutting right there. I'm sure it might, but actually, you know what? We can try. No, that's not going to cut it there. But if I get it into this wire, I have to use one of the alternate methods. But because what's happening, I wonder if I can show you that. When I seat it right into there, the way it's working is it actually guides the wire. Let's see if we can show it here. Guides the wire up into that corner bit, and then it just comes off. This is 10 AWG, and these scissors are not rated for that, but I'm curious how they'll do. So let's get one of the, oh no, oh yeah, they definitely won't do 10. The electrician tasks that this claims to do when it comes to cutting, it performs. 14 AWG solid or stranded wire, I'm confident this will cut it all day long, no problem. Anything thicker than 14 AWG, we can see it's not going to cut. However, what I really like about these as well is cutting through fabric and ropes and everything like that. The serrations in it are great. They really help cutting through that. So I think these are the best electrician scissors, but some people may not agree with me, and that's okay. When someone disagrees with you, try to understand the reasons why you both disagree and approach the conversation with good intentions. Thanks for watching.